Hello, hey there. I have this new setup, and so I'm not experienced at all with stream widgets, so we're gonna give it a shot. I have a new setup. I drew the background. I'll put crit up on the screen in a moment, but hopefully on the top left, I will have the notifications come up, and on the far left side box is going to be the chat stream. So hopefully, when people start coming in here, I can tweak it a little bit. So I'm probably going to spend a bit trying to fix that. Because I am not very good at this, you know? Especially like this type of library. And I only have one monitor. We'll see. Hopefully it's also not like the audio is so crazy that you can't hear me. But I think it is. Hang on, maybe that's better. And then let me go it up to there. That should be better. Maybe 1 second. That should be better. 1 second. I'll turn it up just a little bit louder. Okay. Can someone, if someone's watching, if they can please like just say something, that would help me a lot in seeing if this will work or not. Oh, fancy. I was about to say your mic is quiet, but that's much better. Thank you, Stone. I have it set up on stream. Oh, if it's not gonna show, that's gonna be so frustrating. Because it's supposed to be a chat box on the left side. But I don't understand why it's not. Unless it's just like, I have it set up weird. Chat test. Why is it being that weird? Wait. Let me double check. Because it's showing up on the stream. Let me get copy. Come back into the OBS, chat test, properties. It's gonna be really frustrating if I can't see, like. Because if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna cover the top side of the screen. That's so weird because it's showing up on the browser. Do you have it set up? I do, but it's not showing up like in the right dimensions to pop up. Because I can put these in front. I'm trying to make sure like they're on the top too, so they're not like being blocked. But I don't understand why it's not. Let me do refresh. Don't want a white background, but we'll see if that's like, because I wanted it to be transparent. Properties. I'll try it again. That's not working. Maybe because I messed with the width and height, because I think this was 600. The height was 800. Oh, no, but it's on there somehow. How did I mess that up? Okay, wait. Let me remove. Yes. Add. Browser. Chat. Oh, I hope that's not showing up. That's gonna be so bad if it does. No, I hate that. Why? What? I got the other things to work. I don't understand. That's so awful that it's not working. I said 364. I did what it said. It's so frustrating. Of course, like, I got everything else to work, but no, God forbid, I try and get this chat thing to work. Okay. What do I do? I'm trying to problem solve this because it's not popping up. Let me delete that. For properties, I'll fix this to be, I think it said 340? What does it say on the website? 364. 364. And the height is like 80. Oh, something's popping up. Okay. Maybe we're onto something. 820. You can tell I don't know numbers. 820. Okay. Oh, you were so close. Why? I don't want that. Why is it bumping weird? Oh. Maybe. Oh, bye, cheese. How it works with YouTube chat. The people I see that multi-stream usually don't have YouTube chat up. I see. Wow, I love that you can probably hear my freaking brother now showering. Let me know. But I think I got it to work. Okay, I like this. Okay, this is okay. It's a little bit delayed on the screen, but if you're watching the live chat, it'll be fine. Phew, wipes sweat off head. Okay, now let me now add. This takes forever, especially like because I'm doing one screen. I have to go back and forth between different monitors. I'm just trying to get this up. Let's see with YouTube. Siri, what? Stop. YouTube stream. It's not one thing, it's another, you know? It's always gonna be like that. There's that one. And then what was it? What else? Oh, to my YouTube. Not YouTube, to the Discord. Oh my gosh, it is so hard. It's so hard just trying to get things manually. I should set up bots to do it, but I haven't really had time to just sit down and do it. Cause like all day I spent designing like the new background that's going like in rotations. Cause I thought that'd be really cute and like getting like my ads up there. Hopefully like if someone likes the stream or YouTube like subscribes, it will pop up on the top left. I'll have to probably just adjust it a few times to fit that box. But we'll see how that goes too. You know. But anyway, I'm glad that now that's fixed. But this picture that we will be going off of, let's see if I can get it like good in the middle of the screen. This, make sure I get his name right. This is Banger. He is a canine. Believe it's for the Marines. One of my followers sent this picture to me, and I was like, I haven't done military work. I really need to, because I'm very big about like supporting our troops, supporting first responders, and of course our puppies. Like, so I wanted to give it a try. No, not no Banger. B-A-N-G-E-R. I'm being corrected. Banger? Anger. Banger. Banger? I don't want to get this wrong. of Oki. Okay, I can't read. I can't read. Gonna have to give me Banger. Okay, Banger is a canine. No? I'm sorry. Banger. Okay, okay, banger. That's what the space was for. I thought you were correcting me. Banger. Okay, okay. Okay. But I am stupid. I'm an Oki. I read things as they're spelled. I really don't think about it, which I need to get better about that. But I wanted to redo this picture. I'm still kind of odd because I'm wondering if I zoom out like this, if it would be too small for you guys to like notice, or not notice, but like see what I'm doing. It's really low and detailed for you guys on the screen, but that's because I'm looking at my TV. Hey there, house. Doodles, you stream too late. I got work in the morning, so I can't stay. Have fun. Just put me on the side, you know? Put me on the side. You can mute me, you know? And it's not too late. It's only 8 p.m. Central Time. What do you mean? What do you mean, house? But nah, so we'll be doing this. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get this up. Oh, not what I meant to do. I accidentally broke, like, my tablet propped up thing. Proper upper podium. I have a degree, by the way. I know words. I'm trying to think about drawing. I'm not really thinking about, what I'm saying, though I should. But I'm gonna put this over here. I think I undid something that I didn't mean to do. We'll put this back about up here. Sorry, twin, no can do. It's 9 p.m. past my bedtime. Too old to stay awake this late. I'm only 19. Look, I'm now 24. That's an odd age to be. So, I don't know. It gets worse. So, how you manage that? I know, having a degree and not being able to read is a skill that takes not many. Let's see, I'm also a little bit frustrated that, like, in this new setup, you guys can't see what brushes I'm using or, like, how I'm picking my colors. That's a little bit frustrating, but I'm not experienced enough how to, like, adjust it without it warping. I guess it's just like a consequence, because if I make it any smaller, you can't see anything. Like, I feel like people come to see artwork, they're not gonna look to see, yeah, like the background's cute, because like, I did that for me, but you guys want to learn how to do this. You don't want to, like, you know, I mean, I can explain, obviously, like, what colors I'm picking, but, or like, you're just here to, like, try and get your picture drawn, so it's like, do me. Bucket tool. It's been a while since I've drawn, so I'm trying to remember. Was it control? It was control. That's like perfect gray right there. Wow. I don't like it when they're on the border of the wall, so I'm just move that left side in more, and then deselect everything. Well, we won't do that because we did it on the same layer as the picture. I always do that. Okay. I need like a list on the screen, like make sure you don't do this, make sure you don't do that. Where's the bucket tool? Okay, now we'll do that, and then we'll lower this left side in more, because I'm too stupid to not have it click. It like auto snaps, which is like fine, but I don't know how to not make it do that. Okay, so now we're on a good layer. Let me block these layers. This one I'll probably spend 30 minutes going on. Hey there, Hike the Gamer. Doodles is the prettiest girl ever. Thank you, Jess. Oh, that's so sweet. I am. You are too. We're twins. The knees pop every time I crouch. My right knee, ever since like middle school, pops like out of control. I don't understand why. Let's see. One of these is like a color changing one, which I really liked. Like, every stamp, it kind of like changed hues. I think it was this one. No, it was one of these that like did it. But I guess because it's like a gray, it's not. Okay, I do think it is this one. Okay. So let's get in just some texture. Oh, kiwi! Sorry. I know, I did want to do a background, so I was like, you know what? I was like struggling in my head. I was like, okay, I wanted to do more gaming streams because I feel like those are really exciting. People do really like the doodle stuff. I get asked a lot to do them. But it's like, well, it is fun to like play with friends and like record them. Because it's for me. I don't get, like, Instagram I don't get paid. Here I don't get paid. So like, it's for me to have fun. So I like to watch, like, I'll watch them back, and I like watching me and my friends laugh together. It's, like, fun for me, but I don't know. I thought about doing more, like, because I try and schedule it to wee woo public service announcement. I'm not saying that. Oh, thank you, Hike. If you join the link in the caption, I have a channel within my server where you can submit a picture, like a landscape picture preferably is like I'll most likely choose that. If it has like good lighting, good colors, good composition, I'm not too picky. But you might have a chance to see me do it in real time, like within like 30 minutes or an hour. Like, I like drawing for people, so I might bring back commissions this month. I haven't really decided yet, like what day, because people have been asking me about it, but I don't know. Honestly, I hope in heaven I'm just an artist and I get to draw for people forever and ever. Like, unfortunately, bills had to be paid, but I would just draw forever. If no energy was needed. Okay, gotta go, love you. Bye, Jazz. I was thinking about streaming tomorrow, depends how the day goes through. Downloading some of the Resident Evil remakes, was thinking about playing those. Oh, you so should. Like, I think those would be really fun. I haven't seen Resident Evil, but I don't know, if you're streaming them, I'll probably, like, put on the side. I'll try and watch them. I just know they're scary, and I'm a big baby about, like, scary games, so it's not for me. But if they're made funny, I'll watch them, you know? Like, if it's... You should consider dual streaming on Kick, too. Their payout is crazy if you get good viewership. I could try it one time. I just don't know if they connect to OBS, do they? For now, I'm trying to focus on, like, this background so I don't have to press it. Like, not press it, but, like, I don't have to focus on it later. Just, like, get it in the way. Hi there, Static. Hey there. Hey, I'm a baby when I play them alone, so it'll be an experience for me, too. I don't know. You've seen me in back rooms. I scream. So, I was rewatching the one where we were in that library with that. I think it was the blind monster, and I was going like, no, 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 no. Hated it. I hate it when I'm alone in those things. Okay, so let's see. I kind of want to add. It looks like they have a bunch of muted, like, different colors in here. And what I like about these brushes, they're also free on the Krita's, like, resource store. They're called the Mamilio Impasto brushes, which I also have them linked in my server. I really like them because they kind of have the same feeling of using oil paints, and if you worked with actual painting, when you do certain brush strokes, they add different lighting and textures, and I kind of like that on here. By the way, I've followed you for a while now. If you know Haikruz, who did face reveal, that's cool though. If you know, the name's not coming to me, but I know I know who you are on like one platform, but if your name changes on different platforms, I will kind of forget who you are, but like, just bear with me. It'll come to me. Bear with me. So bear with me. Hater Kiwi, I know, doesn't it look so much better? Like, I want genuine thoughts, like, should I try and keep up this format? Should I just go back to like the really simple one? Because you guys can't see like the right side of my platform. Like, let me see if I can move it just really fast without it like fucking up. Like, you guys can't see this side over here where I have my colors and my brushes, and so it'd be nice if you guys could see that, but I mean, the focus is the drawing. And I'm trying to remember to explain like what brushes I'm using, or like what colors I'm picking, or how I'm picking those colors. Like right now I'm working on the background, so I'm like almost on grayscale, but I'm just relying on like very small movements of trying to add color and switching the hue around. When I will always start with like, I'll try and look back, because I'm a visual person. I need like profile pictures or something. But if you've DM'd me, I probably will remember. I think you should do whatever you like best. Oh, thank you. Now this is great. Okay, so you can drag it. If you want to show all that, you could just drag it over quick and explain it all. That's a lot of back and forth though. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, I am still kind of like working and it's really small. I talked about that a lot last time, where it's like, don't work small, work big to small. But with grayscale like this, very like muted, very textured, things will get lost very easily. Especially because we're dealing with the distance. Like down here we even have like this little ravine creek that kind of comes through here. But I guess because we're also working with like very muted textures, we can have like some abstractism in it. Let me lower that color. But even then, I don't like that. I think that's too much color. But I don't want it to be grayscaled, you know? But I guess this is just a very grayed landscape, because it's very much a desert, very deserted. Dude almost blends in with everything. Taco's the one that really sticks out. That's why I wanted to do it. I liked the simple but complex landscape of it all. And I feel like trying to do him, make him stand out, but like blend in, because he has like that green undertone while the rest is kind of like yellows. And I guess there's green in there in the forefront, but kind of in the background it kind of goes more reddish and blues. But also, as the further away you are from somewhere, it will turn more blue because of the atmosphere. So we'll see. So I do kind of like how this goes. But notice how this, but like you can kind of see like I made the textures different here, because this starts going this way. And it's a very different texture, but the same colors. And so I wasn't sure how to, still not sure how to like approach this. Let me get this one, because this is like a blending brush. We're just gonna follow it kind of horizontally but tilted. So it kind of does look like we're on a hill. And especially if you're using like brushes in real life. If you're trying to do a plane, go horizontal, or even like the sky, but for like mountains, it's easier to just do your brush up and down. Really follow with your wrist movements. Let's see, okay. So we come down in here. Kind of green. Because this will curve more. Because this is like, at the bottom here will be all the soft rock that breaks, and all up here will be harder rock. So this is like less erosion, the high erosion will be down here. Maybe I'm like switching those words up. Maybe this is less erosion. This is the topsoil now. This is the low erosion. What? I'm not a rock person, by the way. Banger was a great canine. is amazing. Served his country. Was the best boy ever. Is a blue anime character sleepy? Okay, maybe I've seen that. I feel like I've seen that. I did notice the text box on your screen cuts off some of the chat messages. I saw that with my TV, but when I'm on my phone, it doesn't cut off the left side of the screen. I don't know if it's like the dimensions of what you're watching it on. Because on my phone, it looks fine. But I also noticed on my phone, it cuts off the right side of my screen. That's so weird. Why are the proportions so weird? I don't understand. IAD 2012. May he rest in peace. This is in his honor and all the puppies who are lost to war. Hater the hero. Do you still do fan profile picture art? I will. I'm thinking of opening commissions this January. Because I was taking a short hiatus because of the holidays and my birthday. But I've had a lot of people asking, and so I was thinking of doing that. And then in February, I'm thinking of bringing back season 4. Because I know it's in high demand. A lot of people like it. I appreciate all like the new supporters I get when I'm doing it. The only downside is like a lot of people don't stick around after, like when I'm done. But I've been trying to show like, hey, like they'll come back. And also, if you're consistent, like, with commenting or even, like, in the off periods when I'm not doing them, I'll get to you. Because I remember people. I try really hard to. I'm yapping. I'm not drawing. I should be drawing. But I remember people. So, I always help, like, when that happens, it'll be, just boosting engagement, because that's really what I want is like engagement, a good community. Let's see, so this kind of leads into here. And this kind of comes up this way. I did that too much, did I? Yep. That's okay, because this kind of comes up and then this comes back around. Noticing how I'm pushing my brushstrokes to be almost more vertical than horizontal this time, because we're trying to rely on those like digital bristles. But if you're using traditional paint, you want those bristles to really catch the paint and add those natural rock textures. Because see how like only after a few brushstrokes it looks like rocks. We're not painting rocks, we're painting the idea of rocks. And these type of brushes tend to really help. You do have good community. Proud of your work. Thank you, Hike. Yeah, you are an unk now. I'm an aunt to you. I'm a very Chinese time in my life. I thought about it, because, like, I didn't even, like, finish that thought. I thought about learning another language, because I used to know German, but because, like, I don't have any German around me, I really can't practice it. But I don't know, I thought about like learning Chinese would be cool. Learning Hebrew or Greek. Probably more Hebrew out of the two, because I want to be able to like read the original like Bibles books. But it's hard. I barely learned English. So maybe until like we get to him and the dog, I'm probably gonna keep this on one layer. We're really gonna have to work on how we're going to get the texture in. Because you don't want to be drawing, like on these type of drawings, the rocks of every single thing. I want to learn Cantonese, but I'm too lazy. Duolingo used to be such a good app to like learn websites on. I guess I am unk, because I remember when Duolingo was completely free to use. There was no paywall. Like, there were ads, but it was like pay $1.99 to like remove the ads. It wasn't a subscription. You didn't have health bars, so you could learn all day. Like, I remember I went through like 12 levels in one day because I was able to just sit there and learn, and it was so helpful that way. But now they like punish you for learning, and I hated that. So I quit using it. And I'm not gonna pay $14.99 a month for an app. Like, it's one thing to pay $11.99 for Spotify, but like, you listen to music every day. You can listen to, say, like 12 songs. That's $1 a song. Break that down to, I don't know, 24 songs. That's 50 cents a song. And that, or put it in like a day's worth. Listen to Spotify for 12 days, you get your money back. Listen to 24 days, I think you got your money's worth. Like, I can't reason using Duolingo or one of those other language apps that make you charge a subscription if I'm not going to use it every single month. And that's kind of like how I feel like a lot of subscriptions now these days. I have to put it like in day terms. Am I going to use it that many days in the month? Like a gym membership. Am I going to go to the gym 30 times a day? Like 30 times a day. 30 times a month. Probably not. But am I going to go 30 hours? Most likely. That's more reasonable. So it depends like what way I can rationalize how much is an hour worth to me. How much is $1 worth to me? For Spotify, it's a day. It's an hour. I'm okay with losing $12 a month if I can have Spotify Premium and Hulu, but I just don't understand recent. Oh, see, why did it show up now when he subscribed earlier? But that's cute. Okay, it lines up good. Sorry, that caught me off guard. Duolingo's going all I now. I know they deleted like a bunch of their employees to go like AI, and like I don't understand because I also saw like some of their recent like animation ads. AI. It's all AI. Like they were used, some of it was like, yeah, they make artists do like the base stuff, but to do the animations and stuff, they just have AI like mesh it all together. I don't like visiting gym, but I still have the membership. Yeah. Watched a video talking about the way they've been doing stuff. They do like punish you for not doing things in the app. Yeah, if you're not addicted to it, you're not getting your money's worth. I say about Spotify Premium, but like Spotify Premium, I feel like you can even just have the music go 24/7 as background classical music. You could do the same thing with the radio, you just won't get the ads that are on the radio. Like, I feel like it's not, you can't compare it to like an addiction of like, say like I have a monthly subscription, I don't know, like Snapchat Plus, you know? Like, no, like if you're using Snapchat that much as a consumer, I think you have a problem. You shouldn't be relying on apps that much. Like, even those, like, people who have, like, on Instagram, because people are like, oh, Doodles, when are you gonna, like, get Instagram verified? I'm not. Unless they give it to me, I'm not going to pay $15 a month just to have a little icon on my name. I don't care that much. Like, no. Dude, that's what I've been having to do with my gym memberships. I have too many. Speaking of music, you should totally skip this music and play Dracula by Rob Zombie. I don't know if I can because I don't want to be like demonetized. Not demonetized, because I'm not monetized at all, but like when I get monetization, because I hope someday to, they don't like, oh, well, you played this song, because I'm losing like royalty-free music right now. It's your YouTube channel, would be smitten. Your YouTube used to be cool, but then again, I'm old. On streams, they've been super strict about copyright. Yeah. Like, I saw like a bunch of widgets when I was like trying to figure out how to do all this today. They're like, oh, you can like have people submit Spotify songs. I'm like, I can't do that. No, thank you. Like, I'll get in trouble. That's not the right tool. I'm supposed to be drawing and I've been yapping. Sorry, now I'm trying to get like, it's really hard to try and get colors to differentiate like these really tiny color shifts, because there's a bunch of colors in here, but because they're at such a grand distance, they mesh into each other. And we're also working with like really like time-wise, which I need to lock in. It's 8:37. I'm working on this till 9. Oh my gosh, I've been yapping and not drawing. It's really hard. But that's okay. Maybe we'll save it after I get like a little bit some of these in, and then we'll start working on the soldier and Mr. Banger. I'm so bad like at pronouncing names. I'm so horrible. I'm so sorry. Let's see. YouTube AI is nuts with music though. They brought streaming here. A bunch of small channels got destroyed because of music. A bunch of colors, they're all just great. I know. Look, when you stare at at a blank wall, you start seeing faces. That's how I feel when I'm staring at grays. I just start seeing different colors. I like to do that with like the night sky, but like especially when it's like sunset. If you just stare up at the sky, you start to see so many different colors. Like, I don't know, it sounds so stupid. I feel like I'm just adding texture and not really adding color because of like how this brush is. But that's okay. Not really, I really don't like that. It's like being too heavy. Oh, I don't like that either. But I mean, if you're using with real light paint brushes, it will also kind of have this effect, but I guess it's to our advantage. Like, it kind of does add like that really like rough texture for us. I mean, how we see color, they're basically all mixed together. That's very true. One of my favorite practices, like when I was in college, was to take like the small, like a piece of paper, and you cut like a square into it, like very tiny square, and you hold it up to things, and you try and see its true color through that square, because it kind of like the white, or you can use black paper, and it only focuses on that color because the white and black will either like cancel everything out from your eyes, so you can work to see colors. And it's like, look at your hand, and like I'm white, so shocking. When you take like a little square to your finger, you'll see like, oh, like that's not a white color at all. That's actually like almost like a muted blue in a way. Like it has some pink undertones, almost like a soft pink, but like it has more blue. And if you go to like the shadow part of your hand, you're looking at it, it's like that's actually like a really weird brown. Like you're not gonna use blacks for shading or really odd colors. Like it will mesh with what was the previous tone, and that kind of helps me a lot, especially like, looking at my nails right now. Like it's especially in the darkness, it's kind of hard because I'm in a dark room. But I don't know, just some. If you really like colors, I love colors. I'll talk about colors forever. It's so annoying. But if you want to do that more, I highly recommend it. But unless you're a little psycho about colors like me, don't. You don't care. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna stop talking about colors now because I have 20 minutes to do him and the dog. The doggy. The canine. Let's see. Just like, we're gonna do a color that we can see the difference of. I'll lock the layer so that way we can fix it, but I just need to see what I'm doing. So he's here. the space of his body here. This comes out this way. I do that square trick for painting minis. It really helps when doing a multi-day paint. Yeah! Yeah, that's like what we would use it for. And it was so helpful. And like, what like you just kind of end up picking it up. So when you're, say like you're just in a restaurant, you just start doing it, but like your eyes will learn like how to like cut it out yourself. I think it's really fun. Oh. I don't know why I'm seeing it on the live chat, but on the chat on here, it's not popping it up. Because I see Corey said something. But it's not popping up on my phone. Afghan was an ugly type of beautiful. I will never forget my first time. I mean, this is how it looks there. I'm not shocked, and that's how the people are. Like, living in Oklahoma, it's beautiful everywhere. If you live here, you can imagine it's miserable. So, can imagine they're very happy people here. I think it does take like a very unique type of person to enjoy this type of landscape. Like, oh gee, there's a person in that picture. What do you mean? Where's he at? What? Nuh-uh. You don't see a person. There's no person here. So there's that. I'm gonna do red, that way I can see where Mr. Banger is. The dude does blend in super well. I don't know the military camo, so I missed the dude. Our soldiers usually wear green because we have a thing called trees. That's true. I never went anywhere beyond Kuwait, but I ended up falling in love with Tattoo 9. I'm gonna be real, my only experience with seeing Kuwait is Judy Beauty, but I don't think that she is like a good capture of the country. So does America though. Well, I'm Aussie, so at the time we were using multicam. Oh. Mr. Banger is... Oh, what happened to my mouse there? Oh, okay. Get one ear there. Bruh is alerted. Okay, I'm gonna do this little head. His head comes out. I'm trying to tilt this down. Very cute. Very cute, Mr. Banger. Okay, so let's see. So we're gonna get this color with the background. I do want to work more on what he's sitting on because I feel like that might help get like some of this in. Oh, I forgot. I have to be really careful because I mean it's all on the same layer. Okay. Let's see. That's more yellow or orange. Nope, more yellow. Darker yellow, more saturation. Okay, I like that. That's good. Okay. Ooh, my chat closed. There we go. I was a multi-role in this time and was Sniper Squad and Canine Handler. That's super cool, Corey. Heard it called that. Don't roast me. Oh, I don't know what it's called. Let's see. So you're sitting here. I need to go through and like fix my thumbnails because like they're all kind of like one video back just so I have stuff to be like to post on them. But I would like the drawings to have like what the actual drawings were while doing them. Oh, this is such a weird texture. Let's see. Let's see if we can do something here. Oh my gosh. Okay. I know what I'm doing. We'll fix that, because that is very green when it's not supposed to be very green there. Heard it was called... So I was reading up on chat. I know in the US it's a separate thing from most trainings. I got my training from an ex-SASO member, and then I got fast-tracked for 32 Sniper Regiment and came second in that year for recruitment. Wow. How many years ago was that? That's crazy, Corey. Wow. By the way, Corey's the guy who sent me this picture. And then I saw Mr. Banger, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do that. I meant to do it last week, but I kind of forgot it was the holidays. So that did not happen. New year, I'm gonna try and be more consistent. 03? Dang. How old was I in 03? I think it was like 1 year old, 2 years old. I was a baby. So. Time flies. I'm honored to do more. I wish I had like more veterans who would like to send their stuff, because it'd be really cool to like do like fundraisers. Maybe in the future, like if I get like really high up, I would like host fundraisers, or just like do what's it called, homages, like drawing like their friends and stuff, their memories, fallen troops. As a way to like honor them. Would that be okay? I don't know if that's like people like that or not. Even if it's like firefighters, like, because I don't mind doing that for firefighters either. Some like cool firefighter shots. This might honestly end up taking like the whole 2 hours, because I kind of want to focus on the rock textures, and I don't even have them done. And we'll see. I'm trying to work faster, because I was talking a lot. I did start 5 minutes late. We might go until 9:10. And see what that looks like then. Because it doesn't help when I have like 40 minutes to do the first one. Oh yeah, a homage to everyone. Yeah, it's just you showing your support and love for people who risk their lives to let us live how we do. Absolutely, especially like how the world's getting worse. I am fully like American, shocking, I know. Very supportive of anyone who gives their life in that way, like, because it's not easy, and I always hear like stories about how like even getting out can be really hard. Most of Anna would, but with my stomach issues, they don't want me. Hello, how are you? Oh, hey there, Yoso Derek. How was your holidays? Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope y'all had a very good holidays and Happy New Year's. It's up to a fresh start. Don't be like, oh, I already screwed up 2026. Like, it's not my year, I'll get the next year. That's quitter talk. That's quitter talk. We're not about that here. We're gonna try again. Tomorrow or something. I'm just glad I met people I did, man, because if I didn't, I would have gone down a dark path. I'm glad you did too. Like, that's why I was like, I thought about, like, one, it was why I became more open on my Instagram about, like, my values, that I'm Christian, that I'm conservative leaning. I don't tolerate a lot of stuff anymore like I used to. Because of stuff like that, like just seeing like how disrespected our veterans were back in 2024, how many lost their jobs because of a vaccine that is now considered lethal. I hate how there's like, I don't want to say like this barely, because I know there is really good within groups, but I don't know, it's, I'm not part of it, so I don't feel like I have much say. My family's first responders, so I don't have much say. Like, I feel I can speak on, but I don't know, it's just like, as, I guess, an outsider, I feel very appreciative, and so it's like how I want to give back. Oh, bye, Yosuderi. Same bro, I've been able to make that and help others going through similar stuff. Had other friends get rejected for less. Oh, wanted to be a Marine. Yeah. I've given up on my resolutions to take effort. I'm gonna lock in 2027. Gotta, you could do it, Kiwi. Me and you, dog. We got this. It's quitter talk. What do you mean? Yeah, the vax caused 3 of my soldiers to have spontaneous cardiac. That's what, yeah. It's so bad that they allowed that to happen. And there's like no outcry or anyone holding anyone accountable. Like, I wish, one, like the president would do more about it. I wish people, like, I think Fauci needs to be arrested. I think he needs to be both him and Bill Gates should be arrested for crimes against humanity. Like, it's nasty, very nasty stuff, what they did and got away with. Meanwhile, I was called racist for not wanting the vaccine. I was called horrible names, anti-vax, like, and it's stuff like that that also give, like, the anti-vaxxers, like, their, like, stake on things, because, like, some vaccines you need, I think they are good. I can't sit here and say, oh, you shouldn't get any vaccines, blah, blah, blah. But that was ridiculous. And if we're not going to address that, then I think, if you're not going to vaccinate, like, your children or yourself in the future, you have every right to, because they're not being addressed. When I got out of the roughest patch I've ever been through, but I got a chance to be a part of a tactical police team called Raptor, and due to the recent shooting, I have had my fair share of combat. Wow. I could never be a street cop, man. They go through so much shit. I know, like, and that, like, I just can't imagine, because, like, you'll see it, like, I guess people like me, we see it on Reels, we see cops, we see live PD, but those are also, like, filtered, by, like, the apps themselves, media networks, like, censoring, like, what we should see. But I have been thinking more about, like, it's more important about the stuff we don't see. We always focus about, like, what's being shown in front of us, but what are we not seeing? I think that's more important. And I don't know, it's just, what do we not see from what they show, like, in these news reports of stuff like that, really heinous crimes that happen? What do those cops see? Because they're the first ones on the scene that see these things. and people just get shit on for it. And shit on them for it. They get told, like, they're horrible people, but, like, they just want to save people. Are there bad people everywhere? Yes. But that's why, like, I don't like categorizing groups of people as bad people. To me, it's all Satan anyway, so doesn't matter who, it's who's behind it, you know? It's who are we not seeing? That's what I'm trying to be right now. Gotta be better than EMT work. Yeah, my buddy is one. He has stories. He has security at a hospital before. But also plenty of stories to do that. Yeah, those nurses in hospitals deal with so much. I gotta do something. Couldn't do military, but think I could do law enforcement. If I had a better... I have... my anxiety... I hate to say that because, like, it's so trademarked by this generation, but I do have an excuse. I gave myself at least a dozen stomach ulcers at 18, not 18, when I was 15, because it was undiagnosed and wasn't being managed. I could have died from internal bleeding because they were like, do you drink? No. Do you smoke? Never. And they were like, no, it's all stress induced. I have a great home life. I was bullied a lot growing up, but it did kind of stop in high school. I just didn't talk to people. But because of that, it was like making my stomach really bad. And so if I get stressed out, I will like self-deteriorate. But I don't know, if I had better like strength to do it, I would definitely want to go like into nursing or elder care. Like, just help people who need it, you know? Unfortunately, I just don't have it in me, so I try and do art. Put smiles on people's faces and be a good person. The best I can be. I'm not a good person. I'm really, really mean. So... elder care is awful. I know, elder care is, something. But, like, I understand, like, on one hand, you're dealing with people who are really shitty people. They've probably done the most heinous things, but at the same time, they have no one in their lives. They can't even remember where they are. They don't know what is going on, and I don't know, like, it's just a part of me, like, I wish... Maybe it's just because I work with a lot of people who are like that. I wish I could, like, be more helpful to them. But I have seen so much blood and guts and gore, but shit, no, never. Also, I'd rather be a prison guard than do elder care. Yeah, see, like, that's kind of where it's like, I wanted, maybe when I'm older, even then too, it's like, I don't know if I can do it. Like, props to those people who do that. That's insane. I've never seen people look more suicidally depressed than nurses in nursing homes. I know. Like, I feel so bad for those people, but, like, that's a job that, like, also, like, if they want, like, their picture drawn, I don't mind doing that, because that is a trooper's job. Like, that is incredible what they do, especially when they're good at it. If they're, like, because, like, it's so easy for them to, like, get in trouble for, like, elder abuse and stuff, but, like, people who take it so seriously. Elder care was the hardest thing I tried when I was first shadowing. Yeah, they're doing the Lord's work. Absolutely. I mean, I respect anyone who does elder care. Yeah. I mean, I know a prison guard who he was talking about on my server, but he was punched right in the face. I was like, I don't know. Okay, we're trying to get him in. He's way darker though, like with his colors. Should I start with this green? Because I feel like I kind of went too light. It might be easier if I start with like, the dark colors. I don't know, those people are just so, like... It's an incredible job. I'm not reading that out loud still. That's crazy. What time is it? Okay, 9:03. Well, we'll see how it looks like in 7 minutes. If I lock in. It's gonna be really hard because like it's also why I don't do as much like Call of Duty art anymore. It was really good to learn, but I hate how geometric and like the clothes are, and it's really hard, I think, for anyone really. Like I'm so jealous of people like I see on my free page, like a bunch of the Call of Duty artists, girls. They're so good at what they do. Like, when I would do they are so, I don't know, maybe it's just because, like, it's my hand and how I think, but I'm so bad at, like, trying to, like, layer angles. I don't know if that's, like, a good way to explain. This is really dark. I can go darker. Let's focus on some dark values. But just trying to get like sharp edges and isn't something I'm really good at. I've always struggled with that though. So I would also advise like know what your strengths are and just work on that. I'm really good at like picking colors. I feel, not to toot my own horn, but I enjoy it more so, I should say. Like I enjoy picking colors. I don't enjoy trying to figure out like really sharp angles and how wrinkles should be layered. If that's what you enjoy, lean into it. Don't work with what is fighting you. Work with what aids you. Painting that shit is awful. It is. It's so bad. Especially like just camo. Because like how my brain works is I work from the back forward. Like you saw, like I start with the sky and the ground, and now I did this, and now I'm doing him. Camo you can't kind of do that with, and it, like when I post like my speed paints, you can kind of see like I don't work on those. I have to like start on one part of the person and just kind of go through them. I hate it. I hate doing it that way because it's so tedious and it's really hard. And if I'm doing artwork, I don't want it to be hard. So like I like a challenge, but I don't want to like feel like I'm just failing and failing and failing because then I quit. I say, like, as I'm trying to teach people. Practice, practice, practice. If you do it enough, you can do it. That's so true. It's just a nightmare. There's a lot going on military uniforms. The way you colorize uniforms also changes depending on the distance from the pattern due to the majority of modern patterns utilizing micro and macro patterns. Oh, that's really like explains a lot about like why I have trouble with some stuff and not like this is a kind of do get, but I don't know. Like some uniforms, I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm trying to remember his name, because I did like a portrait of one guy, and he was like sitting. I remember the drawing. It was him and Camo, and he was sitting on a forest floor, and there was like a U.S. flag behind him. I remember doing that. See, like I'm trying to do this pant leg because I'm hoping I can like. I'm focusing on like the wrinkles. If I'm working on Procreate, I try and like I'll do values first, because then like I logically can understand if I've done clothes in the past, which yeah, you'll kind of understand where the wrinkles should be. Like, yeah, there's wrinkles in this elbow, there's wrinkles on the pant leg, there's wrinkles where his shirt kind of connects to his pants, and you'll fade those into his clothes. Where's the picture? Oh my gosh, I was like, I have 3 monitors in front of me now, because I have my phone, my TV, and here, and I was like, where's the original picture? So you'll work with that, and then I'll make a new layer, get like a brighter color, like what I want the light color to be, put it on a lighten mode, and then continue drawing. So I work with the layer modes, but because, again, with traditional painting, you don't have that to your disposal. You have to sit there and paint every single camo. Well, with digital art, you have more leeway. So I'm trying also not to do that for people who want to follow along, like, actually painting. Which I really doubt will happen, but just, like, in my head, I try and, like, think through, like, okay, like, if I was doing an actual painting of this, how would I approach this instead? Because there's so many different ways to approach a painting. It's all like a puzzle. Do you do the edges first? Do you sort them by color first, and then you put the colors together? Do you try and find horizontal and vertical lines, and do you separate the puzzle by that? So nothing will ever be the same, too, with how you approach paintings. Yeah, we might spend the whole 2 hours doing this picture, but you know what? That's okay. This is for Mr. Banger in his honor and all the fallen puppies. You guys remember the skeleton key camo? I do not. I think my favorite camo other than M81 Woodland is ATACSFG because it's just green smears. Oh heck yeah, Skelly is dope. Let's see, is this something I should Google? Let's see, we're Googling it. Skelly? I'm gonna be real, only stuff for Call of Duty showed up. So, I don't think that's reliable. Mate 1, is that the German one? Nah, American Woodland. I'm learning. I'm getting an education right now. It can go lighter. My goodness. I'm being really shy. Yeah, I might spend time after the stream like going through and like fixing titles of my videos and the thumbnails so they can be more accurate with like what's being drawn. Because I would like this like to be dedicated to Mr. Banger. I wish my phone would stop turning off. I see a pic of the skeleton key camo they're talking about. Do camouflage is my special interest. Oh, here, I'll put it on the stream so people later back can look. So this is what the skeleton key camo looks like. That's very cool. I like the big red circle. So I know what I'm talking about. That's neat. I'll put it in this corner. That's cool. Let's see. Focus. Oh. I want him. There we go. Focusing on this helmet and just colors in. Comes down here. Looks like there's a little bit more here. I'm not focusing on trying to draw a helmet or the head, which I probably should because it's like not proportioned right. But I'm trying to focus on where these colors are and just relating to the area around them. Which, in my figure drawing, I did talk about like intercross drawing. I can try and do like tutorials someday if enough people want to know how to do it. It's just really hard to demonstrate digitally how you do intercross drawings. But once you learn how to do it, it makes like trying to copy images so much easier. Like copy colors, copy drawings, copying figures, copying landscapes. It makes it so much easier if you train yourself to think that way. I forgot I had hot chocolate. I was talking, I think I was with Steve Stone, but I don't know, should I be tested for ADHD? It's been on my mind a lot. Like, I mean, it's always been on my mind, but I don't know, sometimes I'll think back to how I was raised, I'll think back to how I did in school, my anxiety, how I like teach myself, because I was a really bad student. In school, like high school, I sucked at turning in homework. I hated it for some reason. Like I would do the homework, I just wouldn't turn it in. I would just forget, it would slip my mind. Like if it's not actively in front of me, I tend to forget. Like when I'm working on art, this is so bad because I did it really a lot in college, but if I was focusing on artwork, I would tell myself like, oh, I'm not allowed to eat until like I'm done doing this, and then it'd be like until 10 p.m. So just to get myself to do stuff like as food, because I'm very food motivated, I would wait till then. So it's like a dog. But I was talking about how last night to people, how growing up I hated shopping. I had a big store phobia. Like my bullying in my school got so bad that I thought I didn't deserve to have clothes, so I would like freak out in like Walmart of all places, you know, because I didn't want to buy clothes. I didn't feel like I deserved to have nice clothes. I just felt really gross in everything I wore. It was like, oh no, I'm so ugly, I hated it. It took me a lot of self-therapy to get out of that mindset. I don't think that way much anymore. I will have moments in stores, especially like there's pretty girls, like who I think like they're prettier girls around me. These clothes are too expensive, like they're too nice of clothes. I get really anxious and I have to leave the store. But when I was little, I wouldn't even look at clothes. I would have to feel them first to see if I even liked how they felt, because I was very textural based. I didn't like clothes. I'm still kind of that way, but it's easier now because I either wear like very bohemian clothes or wear like lounge clothes because like they're comfy. But I don't like clothes that squeeze you, but I do like elastic leggings. I really do like leggings or skinny jeans. But I guess like I don't like them where they're tight on one part of the clothes but then loose on the other. Like what are they called? Like bell bottoms. I don't like they're really tight at the top but then like they kind of brush out and then they start brushing my calves. I hate that. I hate that so much. Let me catch up on chat a little bit. Yeah, I've never been medicated for mine. I know I've never been diagnosed, so I should say like symptoms of ADHD. I'm not officially like on like medical stuff diagnosed with anxiety, but I mean like doesn't stomach ulcers. I'm diagnosed enough. So they just kind of fit, you know. I all those traits, but I don't know, like, if you start, like, also labeling all those things, it kind of starts feeling like, is it ADHD? Or is it just a human trait? Like, is it really ADHD? Or is it just because of my personality? I think our society on one hand has pushed the labeling of individuals too much. Well, one is to segregate us, in what my full opinion. If we want to talk about diversity, you want unity, but what they've done is, like, they created these labels both for sex, gender, and also mindsets like autism and ADHD. Instead of trying to bring awareness to mental illnesses, they've used it as a way to not only get away with certain types of behaviors within society, but to also enable these, well, I guess that is to also enable to really toxic behaviors, but it is to try and, like, make us feel dumb about ourselves. Just because someone, like, has ADHD or has, like, autism doesn't mean, like, we can't function in society without, like, being medicated or stuff, whatnot. But it is a different type of learning, but they had that in the past of understanding how children learn differently, how we have our different personalities, how there's type A and type B individuals. To an extent, I feel like ADHD isn't even a mental illness, it's a personality. And that's where I really struggle. Like, do I have ADHD or is it just how I am? And I just feel like I wasn't in the right environment, because when I looked at other people in my grades who said they have ADHD or autism, I didn't relate to them. Even though I've had people who tell me, like, oh, Doodles, you have ADHD, Doodles, you have autism, because I've been peer reviewed enough. I don't relate to them. And I don't know if that's, like, an ego that I feel like I'm capable, but, like, they'll tell me about, like, what they go through. I'm like, I feel like you're just being babied. And maybe that was because I was kind of forced out of my comfort zone a lot, even with, like, giving myself stomach ulcers because of my anxiety, or having to overcome, like, my store anxiety and stuff. If I was a child today being raised that way, I feel like I would then still have those traits today, but because I was raised 10 years prior to all this, what we see in modern day, I bypassed it, you know? I feel like I was raised more on having integrity and standards, whereas other people kind of are... What am I trying to say? They want excuses and not needing to better themselves. But I don't like to wear baggy skinny jeans. I just don't like when they're entirely baggy. Nah, it's ADHD people without a question how we function. Watch comparison videos of it. Oh, I feel attacked every time. I won't take meds for ADHD, but I do kind of need them for anxiety. Technically, ADHD is a dopamine regulation disorder, which is why it's comorbid with depression. The race to the bottom that society encourages is frightening. Exactly. Like, I'm not denying that there is a difference between ADHD and like neurotypicals, but to the grand scheme that they're sharing, like, literally everyone in my art department in college was on a spectrum. And I don't know, I feel like, yes, as artists, like, we're very expressive in who we are as individuals, because that's what our artwork calls for. We're supposed to be expressive. We're supposed to explore new ideas and compete with, like, I don't want to say, like, the status quo for a lot of times, but it's a process, I feel, that's very internal. Like, half of being an artist is making the artwork. The other half takes a lot of self-discovery. It takes a lot of education in looking into who you are. It takes knowing other people and having to have a worldly education just to make art and doodle online. Like, all this isn't just because I sat down and be like, oh, I like colors. Like, that's not what happened. That's not how I got to where I am today. It's because I did put myself in uncomfortable situations, but because I've also seen in my classrooms of students who did drop out because they were, like, intercross drawing was horrible to learn. I will say it was horrible to learn, but people dropped out of the class. People dropped out of college because of that class. They couldn't do it. And so, I don't know, it's just, like, I don't want to say, like, I have ADHD. I try to say more like I have traits of it. but is it really as prevalent as it is today than what they try and make it seem? Like, a whole degree department has spectrum individuals. What is the ratio of that? Why is that? Because if we're going to be saying that, well, then doesn't the STEM have a lot of people who are ADHD and autistic, but they're more like, I think it's right brain, because they're able to better understand numbers and like the patterns that numbers brings. They're able to understand electricity better. They're better to engineer better because they have like those niche traits. But what is it compared to ADHD when there is like, but you said like black iron, where it's like it's a dopamine regulation disorder, compared to someone just having a preference for something. Like, I was a very textual based child. I didn't like certain textures touching me, but as I got older I grew out of it to an extent. Like, but I was able to force myself instead of being babied through it. If you're telling me to look at my DMs, I kind of can't on stream. It's a little bit hard. Oh, that's cute. Wait, Mr. Banger. Wait. I'm getting him. Oh. Hang on, guys. This is so cute. He's just a baby. What? Why is it not copying over? Hello? Copy image. Image copied. Oh, there we go. Okay. Look at him! Oh, Mr. Banger. His little tongue is sticking out. Look at his tongue. Oh. Sweet boy. So many others. Put him down here. So I was yapping a lot about ADHD and then I quit talking. Let me put him over there. Let me lock that layer so I don't actually draw on him. But yeah, like, is it really a touch of autism all in our own way, or is it just being human? That's like what I'm trying to say. Like, what is being mentally ill compared to just like, you know what? I can acknowledge I can have a bad day and that's normal. Like, because there's some people who can have a bad day and they think that they're the only ones who've ever had a bad day. That's like what I'm saying. Like, yes, do they need help? Absolutely. Do they need therapy to understand, hey, you're not the only one on earth who has a bad day or these problems? Absolutely. Maybe that can help, I don't want to say stabilize, but it helps like mediates between the extremes. Like, you know what? I'm not the only one who can go through this. I'm not alone. There's resources, there's help. Fully, I 100% understand that. But I think when we bring it also into schools of like, you're now in this new special group of people who are neurodivergent, like, it separates more than it tries to encourage individuality, because it puts you in a box. And I don't know, it's just always been something I struggled with, like, processing, I guess. I haven't even gotten to Mr. Banger over here. It's being human, but we all have our specialties. Absolutely. I only worked with Malinois and Germans. I'm Okie, and because I spell things as they're said, I don't know how to pronounce it. I know people have told me it before, I've heard it before, but Malinois? Malinois. Maybe? Malinois? Malinois, because there's an I. Those are the most common for military service, or at least deployed as far as I know. The crappy parts with schools and the way people learn. Schools only teach things one way. They don't consider the other way that people take in info. It's like Malinois. that doesn't seem right. I've never heard Malinois. Let's see. I mean, I'm also pronouncing it wrong anyway, so I really can't dog on other people. So. Let's see. He's more yellow. He's very yellow here. Not that yellow. He's more brighter. That's a good highlight, but I want him in the middle. Or we can try and leave that, so we can like try and like work around. He's just a little puppy. Yeah, it's gonna take us till 10 because I was yapping a lot. That's okay. Let's see. Let's get this really nice brown in for his ears. Let me get this blur smudge. That's because Germanic language is so funny. Malinois? Okay. I really want one, but they are too crazy. But I love them. Especially when mixed with Latin language family like English. Oh. And see, I'm Okie, so I just pronounce things as they're spelled. Epiphany. Don't even get me started the first time I tried to say that. So, I don't even know what I said, like, anymore. But I just remember I said it and my mom looked at me and she's like, that's not that word. And it's like, oh. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't told. This is crazy, because what you said, Stone, like, oh, like, they teach one way but not the other. Schools also just assume you know things when you don't. I went through until, like, my junior year of high school never knowing how to use a and an. I understood all the other ones. I understood there, and there, too. Also, like, were, like, just all those. I understood all of them. I got them down pretty good. But I never knew how to use a and an until my English class. And I was like, because she was, like, correcting me on, like, one of my essays. And she was, like, asking, like, you keep messing this up. Like, why? I was like, I'm gonna be real. I've just been guessing the entire time. And so she's like, well, like, you have to use an when there's a vowel, but use a when it's a consonant. And I was like, oh, like, no one has ever explained that to me. We've gone over the other things, but I guess a and an were just, like, separated. The Oklahoma education had me thinking they was spelled they for years because they taught phonics in Chandler. They let me take physics in high school without ever taking geometry, which is a requirement for physics. Gotta love it. Where they only taught phonics but not how to actually spell. That was a thing. My boss had that same issue where this was like he is in his early 80s, I want to say, or early 70s. I should know this, but they decided at his school when he was trying to learn phonics was, we'll just teach these kids how to memorize how to spell. So they didn't teach him phonics at all. And so even now today when I'm, like, helping him on his work, he, like, misspells everything because he just didn't know. So they changed it now. I do remember being taught, like, how to do some phonics. Best way to teach how to spell and pronounce is a combination of phonics and learning how to spell the words. I remember my 4th grade teacher, I hated her, but, like, it's really why I know how to do the words now. She would have us do, like, these word packets every single week. I hated them, but you had to do, like, crosswords and, like, fill in the blanks. But you also had to do, like, write, it was like 20 words we had to learn every single week. And she would make us write the words 10 times at the back of them. Ugh, I hated it. I hated it so much. So, I can't tell what is on his neck. He has his own vest on. What a cool little buddy. And I also hate it because I have to work so far away. Like, look at this mess. Look at this mess. Like, I can't even tell what's going on. Does not look the same. But if I was working on my iPad, it would be easier because I would have this picture overlaid what I was working on and work on it from there because that'd be easier. But nope, we're working really far away so you guys can see everything. I was waiting to see on my screen if it would like level out good. I don't know, I do kind of like this new setup. Is it cute? Is it too cute? Like, does it make like, because I only have, I guess, military guys. Like, is it too cute for you guys? Like, if we were like bypassing my stuff and saw it, like, ugh, this is too girly. I don't want to watch it. Or is it like a thing? Like, you know what? Yeah, I like the cutesiness. It's whatever. The new setup is awesome. Thank you. No, do you like it? Just I do like it. I want to do like different backgrounds to rotate through, especially like depending on the season. I think would be really cute. Even though like you can't see it, so that'd be like low effort, but sometimes it could be blue, like a blue sky, some clouds, some water, some flowers, for different backgrounds to go through and rotate. But what sucks is like I do it on my iPad and then I have to take it to like Procreate, duplicate the layer, then work on the middle so like they like blend perfectly, and then I have to take it to CapCut. I think it's called like spline, but I have to like make sure like it rotates through correctly, and then I have to line it up so there isn't like a cut. And then once that's done, because I'll also like edit the colors on there, and then I take it to CapCut, and then I take it to Discord, put it in, that way I can get onto my computer, that way I can open it up on Canva, edit it with like, because I have like the backgrounds and the text, that's all on Canva, and then I have to download that from Canva, and then I put it on OBS. So it's a lot of work, but I don't know if I can do it any easier, unfortunately, but that's what I did today. So that it wouldn't be like a new one every stream, obviously, but I don't know, could be fun. I like doing it. I feel like I'm in a Barbie house. 10 out of 10. You know what? If that's what people like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with making it seem like a Barbie dream house and we're all in it. Which is crazy too, like a bit of lore. Pink isn't my favorite color. My favorite color is blue, but because Korra is pink and red, I like to make it consistent. But if it was me, I would be doing like a more like blue sky, white butterflies, ducks, rabbits. I like those things. But because it's Korra, I stick to like more vaporwave, I'm on the wrong layer, more vaporwave, synthwave, retro, because it matches her better. I don't know, maybe I could make, instead of a Korra, I'll do like a bee. But like, I don't know, because like people know me as Korra, they don't know me as me, so I'm rambling though on that. It's worth it. That's probably something you can get on PC, so you don't have to go through the tablet PC. We used to bring Magic the Gathering to the field and play it when I was in the air defense unit. That's pretty base. Those were probably the best games. Chilling with the chair force. The chair force. Is the layer locked? It is locked. Okay, I was like wondering why it was like being weird. I do need to work more on the background. I want to work. No, I need to work more on Mr. Banger here. I'm saying Mr. Banger because Corey never told me his rank. Mr. Banger's rank. So I don't know. I can't give like full honor. Give him a hard time. For some reason, air defense is an army responsibility in the US. That's odd. I thought it'd be like the Navy or the Air Force, you know, like Air Force in the name. Oh no? Sorry, my chat keeps closing when I'm trying to read it. It's so hard because I have it on my TV, the stream, and it's a little bit slower. It might be my own like setup delayed, which I'll fix that next stream if I can. But it looks psycho because I don't know, because on the playback you might not be able to read it, but I'm responding to a live chat, but they're not like up on the screen yet. So I don't know, but we're gonna go back to the background on this. Let me zoom out. Oh, Mr. Banger. Traditionally hold an unofficial rank one step higher than their human handlers, often as non-commissioned officers. Oh, I see, I see. Is Doodles just doing one doodle today? I am. I thought I'd get to 2, but I did start this one late because I was struggling with trying to make sure the chat is up. Hopefully, Monday, I'll be better. I don't know. I'm thinking of doing AM Prod stream tomorrow. We'll see if that happens or not. Because we were supposed to play a game tonight. One of my friends was moving, so she couldn't be on tonight. But I really want to do more like gaming streams. And with this setup, I think it'd be really fun. But I'll have to fix the cropping. That I'm not too sure yet. I might have to sacrifice some of the cuteness for usefulness. Okay, what am I doing here? I want to get this light color again. Fix. This is too far down. I do know that. I really like this creek. I love creeks. This is too far down. This kind of has to come more this way. No. I messed up like the heel. I forgot this was like one layer, not 2. Let's see. I need this color. Make it smaller. My hot chocolate got cold because I was yapping and I forgot. Yummy. My parents got it for me. Like nestle. Yeah, they're really bad though. I was gonna say the National Guard should do that. They do have a lot of their own responsibilities, at least on coastal cities. ADA gets deployed too often for it to be substantial as an NG job. Maybe could totally play COD again, just for you to get carried again. I know, we need... Dude. All my COD stuff is on my Xbox though. I don't know. But I think that'd be so fun to do like games with you guys. Cause not that I was good at Call of Duty in any way. I was actually really bad. I was always at the bottom of the leaderboard. But my friends did not care. They would just let me play just because I wanted to play. It was so nice of them. But I got to like on Modern Warfare 2, the remastered. I think I got up to like level 564 because I played it for like at night for like 3 hours for 2 years straight. It was my favorite game. Oh my god, I loved it. Modern Warfare 2, the remastered version, Stone. Yeah, 564. I would play Shipment. I love Shipment, okay? I would play Shipment 24/7 with my KV broadside and a RPG with my Molotovs and my flashbangs, and that's all I did. I was that person that everyone hated, so it was really fun. It was my favorite. Like, I don't know, I'm very routine based too, so like once I have a routine I really like, I'll stick to it. So playing Call of Duty every night with my friends, it just ended up becoming like a routine. Doodle's a gamer. Dude, I sucked. I did not get there very fast. I just played it all the time. I would wish like I had more, I don't know. I really want to play Minecraft more. It's just hard to find really good groups to play with. Because I like playing games, but this is why like I don't play games too often with people. I don't know, like people think it's really funny to mess with me when I'm playing games, but I like slow paced games. I don't know, like if you have me on Steam, you'll see I like playing Woo Loops, or like what's the other one? Wobble Dogs, Chuzzle 2. I like puzzle games that are very like slow paced, or like I can take it at my pace. But not high stressful games. And I don't know, when I'm playing with other people on games, I think it's really funny to like make me fail. And like I get it, haha, duck on Doodles, but if I'm playing a game, I'm trying to relax and I don't want to constantly be like looking over my shoulder because someone wants to kill me. Call of Duty, it's one thing, but when it's like we're supposed to be working together, but you think it's really funny to keep burning down my house or stealing my stuff or killing me repeatedly because you think it's funny. I don't like playing with people like that, so it's been on my mind because I thought about like, oh, it'd be really fun to like get some people together and like do like Roblox nights. Doodles SMP, no, Doodles MC SMP would be a fun time. You could draw the builds or something too if you wanted. I don't know, if I do an SMP though, there's gonna be people who I really don't want in there joining because I don't know, like I've done stuff in the past with them before and it kind of like ruins the vibe. Or new people come in if they think it's funny to grief and do stuff, and it is a lot of work that I don't want to do. So I don't know. Like in my server, we've done Gartic phone nights, which are fun. Maybe I won't stick them for streams. Like streams are very trusted people, but like Tuesdays are like game nights in the server or movie nights within the server. So it's also up to like what people want to do. Sometimes I want to watch an ancient Chinese room movie. Other nights we'll do something else, but I don't know. It's just, it really does depend. Like who's there, who's behaving themselves. If I have to get involved in like having to like moderate stuff, I don't want to do stuff anymore. It's not fun for me, and I'm not online to babysit people. So did you hear that Minecraft is about to be cross-platform for Bedrock and Java? Oh, that'd be cool. But then I'd feel bad for people who bought both, you know? It's like not worth it. I don't know when that'll happen, but I saw something that they're working towards it. They're focusing on the combat system for now, so they match well. Interesting. Sorry if you hear my dogs. My goodness. Yeah. I don't know. I might have to mute. My goodness. I don't know why they're barking. Sorry, I have no clue what their problem was. Nothing's out there. Ready or Not looks so fun. I was watching one of my friends play. I think it was last week. I like these little like crater marks, but like I can't get them in very good. Like these little cracks. I don't know, I just kind of just going back and forth with like different colors when I was muted. Kind of adding in like some of the atmosphere, sky reflections. I don't know, when doing rocks in the distance, I feel like a lot of information gets lost. So like I'm barely pressing down, I'm just like scribbling. Oh, that's really strong. Well, let me make my brush bigger, but go lighter. Because we're gonna add this crevice right here. Bring it down. That's really dark though. I don't think I like that very much. Let me undo. Bring in this color. Because there is like a really sharp line here that I like. Guns this way. I'll take this color. And it disappears into this mountain here. And all this is sand that has fallen, and so they tend to kind of... My brain says like curtain, but that's not like the right term, but they do kind of just fall very gracefully to the bottom of this ravine. I'm gonna add like this white lines kind of here. Okay, and then let me come back up to the forefront, because there is a lot of dark colors that I didn't add in yet into this ground. Like, I hope that makes sense. Like, I don't know, like, it kind of... It's not the right term I'm looking for. It's very graceful, though. I always loved how, like, especially in, like, Colorado, you can kind of see it on the mountains really well, where, like, the rocks fall, the sand lines up, the grass lines up. I think it's very pretty. Real. I don't think I've ever seen anything Ace Combat related. Maybe I have and I just don't register like it's that. But I don't know. I love doing ground textures though. Like, this is so fun. It's really just moving your pen very quickly, doing small circles and zigzags. So you're trying to get like the idea of a shadow. You're not drawing rocks, you're drawing the idea of a shadow of a side, and then you'll take like a lighter color and do it on the opposite side to try and build like form. We're only gonna do this in the front because like in the distance how it gets blue, but like there's barely any change. But if you go up to these rocks, obviously they're gonna be really dark. But we're trying to keep the harsher contrast closer to us. I said that weird, closer to us. I don't know what our problem is. I think it's just because I talk. I'm really not. I'm not a talker as much as like I seem like it. I talk a lot when like I'm online, but in real life I don't feel like I say much. So I'll go all day without saying a word, and then I'll get on here, and I talk a lot. So, I don't know. I feel like it needs to be a little bit bigger. I just don't... that's fairly heavy on the edges, and so I think that's what I'm not liking. Because I want it to be more middle facing. That won't make any sense. Oh my gosh, I'm like sitting so bad. I got a new chair for Christmas to help with my back pain, which it has gotten better because it has like pillows, the cushion's better. Because the last chair, my gosh, I had that chair since middle school. And I don't sit right in chairs. I'm very long-legged, so it's really hard for me to be comfortable in chairs. You got the king of yapping in here. I know, we talk a lot, like, I mean, get politics and Christ talk around me. I don't shut up. Especially on, VR chat, because I've been playing. I love walking around on there. People have been getting on to me. It's like, Doodles, you're on VR chat all the time. It's like, okay, you think I'm one of those people? I'm not. I just watch people. I watch people troll. I just kind of stand and I watch. It's so funny to me. It's so entertaining. I love it. I don't know. I'm just like waiting to see myself in like the background of like those like proximity chat videos. It's gonna happen. They're really fun though. It is really fun just watching people. Which, oddly enough, there are so many, like, service members on there. People who are veterans currently serving or about to be deployed are on there. There's also a bunch of Christians on VR chat, which I didn't know that. Because, like, on those videos you see, like, oh, it's a bunch of deranged, like, people, mentally ill people. Just a bunch of Christians and Catholics. Like, I don't know, I just thought that was really funny. But I don't know, in my like understanding of it, it's like a bunch of people, like I guess like me, will see like the craziness that proximity chat posts and like these odd people, and we want to see it, we want to watch it, because like it's like a morbid curiosity. But we get on there and it's just like hundreds of people who are normal just like looking for it. It's really fun, it's really funny, but I also understand it's not for everyone, like. But when he gets over, like, oh, it's like VR chat, it's really not that bad. I've heard things that make me put down the keyboard and pick up my Bible. Very true. I do start just looking at Bible verses when I'm on there, because people just be saying things. Like, I don't know. It's just... I'll try and bring people to Christ, because I've met really good Christians on there, but I've met people who really needed Christ, and I try to be a good example of Christ. There's people on there who like spend their entire times, like who I've spoken to, see it as their own ministry work. They go to people and like try and spread the word of God, like through VR chat, which props to them. Like you wouldn't really like think that in the game, but there's like whole groups dedicated to it. I don't know, I just thought that was really neat. Let's see, there's also a big rock that I didn't add. Have you been to the church world? DSP preach. I did. I'm friends with a few of them. I'm in their server because I was talking to them, and they're all really, like, they're very heated people. Especially because there's like one main group that's in there, and I don't know if they even watch this or not, because like I share my stuff with them sometimes, or I don't know if they're being lurkers, but which is fine. But sometimes they come off really strong, so it is kind of hard to have a conversation with them. But there was like one time I was talking with them, and they really try to gouge my views because they really want me to be Catholic. I'm never going to be Catholic, but because I'm against adultery, which I feel like Catholics really, they say they don't, but they do. In my opinion, that this is like, I think it's a very individual for every person disclaimer. It's just, it's not a route I'm comfortable with going with my faith. But anyway, so, but they're like, dude, there's a lot of stuff you follow, like, as Catholicism. And I'm like, I don't want to label it, I'm just following Christ, because I was raised Southern Baptist, but because of the direction Southern Baptists are going, it's not really a term I'm comfortable with, because I try and keep up with it. But there's a lot of other groups where I don't really agree with the human aspect, and that's going to be everywhere, though. I can't really fully blame a group of people because it's human error. But it's hard for me to say, like, oh, well, I don't like the Southern Baptists, I don't like Catholics. I'm not saying that. But I don't want to label my faith to a group of people, because that's like what I was saying earlier about where I don't like putting labels on people, like on a spectrum, because I think it restricts you from growing. So if you say, like, I'm Methodist, for example, that keeps you, I think, from exploring outside that realm, which again, like, if that's your faith, I think God knows our hearts 100%. So, but it's hard for me then to say, well, why is this group going to heaven but not this group? Why is this group going but not this group? You know, I can't speak, like, I'm not speaking for God, but I have full faith that God knows my heart, so I want to serve him to the fullest. I think if I have a calling that way, I'll know. But in what I've seen, it's idolatry because of them praying to saints. I think that's idolatry, even though they say it's not. I think they don't think it is, then that's okay. I think it is. And if that's going to be my faith, where I'm praying to these saints instead of Jesus because of something, I don't want to jeopardize my faith in that. And I think that's the right way to word it, where it's just, maybe it's my own confliction in that. But because of that, I like can't follow that. I don't think your faith should have contradictions. And so that's like why I try and not label it anymore. Because people like in that world would be like, I said like, oh, well, I'm Baptist. And like, oh, so you're a Baptist, okay. Like, we're stupid. I'm like, I don't want to have that type of mindset. Like, it's just, that's like what I felt like in that world. So it took a little bit of talking for them to understand, but that's the thing, like, they heard a label and they immediately understood who I was, instead of like, oh, you're Christian, that's great, you're already saved, we're going to go to heaven together. Like, I don't like when Christians try to argue with other Christians about what is biblical or not, when the Bible's right there. So we can talk about what verses are and what they are interpret, but the verses are still there regardless. I don't know, it's just something that within that group I kind of have a bad experience with, and I hate that, because again, I'm an insider in this like conversation, I guess, with them, where I understand where they're coming from. I can understand they have good intent, but because of how they are expressing it, it comes across as so aggressive that it seems like it's hurting more of spreading the word of God than being an example of what Jesus is. But that's why, like, I don't particularly like the church world itself. Like, if I'm going there, it's to debate theology. But I wouldn't recommend going to the church world to learn about Jesus, because it becomes very competitive. I mean, if you're just see Jesus, that's very true. So, That's very a niche, very niche argument. So, very niche. In real life, I do recommend going to a church though, because that's very different. I was talking about VR chat there, and that's no man's land, you know? Like, church is very different in real life than some church world on VR chat. I wholly advocate for people to go to church and find their home church. And if their home church gives you problem, like if they're trying to find a church and they get sent away, contact me. I will personally call them and deal with them for you, because that is insane. I don't understand why churches would turn away people. But no, VR church is not it, in my opinion. I think you need to be in person to have that holy experience with other Christians if you're trying to grow your faith. And I know it is hard, because it's like some people don't want to be associated to a church because of bad past memories, which is completely valid and understandable. But I think when you find a good home church for yourself in a new environment, a new identity for yourself, you'll kind of learn, like, it wasn't God that was hurting you, it was people. And we can also understand, like, they're also on their own spiritual journey, and they're also learning as we are. You might learn, you know what, these people are just as not as humbled as I am, but you start to learn to give these people grace. And I think it could be a good, like, restoration for anything that hurt you in the past, of finding a good church and be like, this is what a church is supposed to be. Because I've heard people, and I think it's valid, of saying, like, I was shamed for saying, like, you're questioning your sexuality. I was shamed for it in my church. I was told I was going to hell. Go to a church that doesn't talk about that. Go to a church that talks about you're gonna go to heaven because Jesus died for your sins. I think it's that easy. But anyway, I was yapping a lot, and so you know what? I'm glad that we got to end about talking about Jesus. That's my favorite topic, Jesus and art. But thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I'm thankful that we got to honor one of our fallen canines in this stream, Mr. Banger. And thank you so much for Corey for letting me draw him and letting me know about him. If you want your landscape to be drawn, if you're also active serving, I have a military channel. If you want to post it in there, I'll try and check them, or post in the media channel. That way I can see it, and I'll try and, like, but I'm picking streams, I'll try and, like, pre-pick, and I'll, like, ask permission, especially if it's, like, stuff like this. I'll ask permission if I can use it. But tell me more about them. If you want them done, I'll try and alternate. But thank you so much for joining. It means so much to me to be able to come on here and stream and talk with you guys and have these really insightful and productive conversations. I love knowing people too. But I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I hope you have a great start to a new year. It's gonna be great. The world's only getting worse, but that's what it's supposed to be. So find your faith, find your friends in Christ, follow Jesus. I hope you have a